Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Your Mark on the World show. I'm your host, Devin Thorpe, and we have an unusual guest today. Today's guest is one of my former students when I taught at South China University of Technology in Guangzhou, China for a year in 2011 and 12. And our guest, Chongran Niu, Adrian, as we call him, was one of my great students. And in fact, he tutored me in Chinese. Now, don't blame him that I don't speak any Chinese today. He did his best, and he did a great job. Anyway, Chongran, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Devin. It's really great to see you.
It's great to see you, and I really appreciate you taking the time to come be on the show. I wrote about you and some of your classmates in my book, Your Mark on the World. And I wrote about your project because you made some scarves for senior citizens as part of a service project in my class. I wondered, do you remember that experience, don't you, Adrian?
Yes.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about what you and your classmates did?
Yes, that was a very great experience. I mean, at the time we just entered college, we doesn't have much experience with the society, and we also don't know much about the volunteer service. At that time, I think under the guidance and instructor by Devin, and we have a project that is to help and volunteer to do some good to some people who are in need of help. And then we found that there's a large amount of people that need help, and the senior empty nester, the senior people who lose their children or without living children, they're in need of help. And I think that is the purpose that we do this program, is to help them. And then we try to use different ways to help them, because we can give them material and just give them something that is help, but we doesn't realize how significant and how important that means to us. So we try to use different ways. I mean, we try to weave the scarves by ourselves so that we know that this is something that we do, and we never know, and especially we never weave the scarf before. So when we weave it and we try to learn it and we put a lot of effort, we fail a lot of times, and then but when we succeed to weave the scarves, that means something to us, because we weave the love in it, but also we have tried our best to know that this is something that we have put a lot of effort to do it. So that's very different feeling. When we give the scarf to the senior, the smile on the face, that is unforgettable.
That's really a wonderful, wonderful example. And I'm so glad you did that project. You and your team really worked hard. Now, do you remember the students who were on the team with you?
Yes, I remember. There are 4 other group mates. They are Shirley, Jiahui, Shihui, Daliang, and Niu Chongran.
That's a great team of people, and you did a great job. Now, after I left the university, you organized a service organization that continued to do that sort of work throughout the next school year. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yes, that was really inspiring. After Devin's project, that is really, really inspiring and encouraged me and thinking to do more good to the society. So I decided to found a association, the student group that is called the Carrying the Old Association. That's founded by the people in our group. Mainly, they are me, Shiqing, Shirley, and Jiahui and Shihui. They are the supporter of my organization. And also, I have other classmates. They are Shiming and Tom. I don't know if you remember. They
I
also
remember Shang and Tong.
yeah, we set up this organization, and at the beginning we doesn't get much support, and then we start to working on the project also by the Guangzhou Volunteer Union. And I think after the year you left, we do the project that is called doing laundry for the elderly. Yes, that means usually the old people, they don't have they just doesn't wear a lot of clothes. They change their clothes not frequently, so sometimes they have some clothes in their closet and they didn't wash a lot of time. So we went there and we helped them to pick up their clothes that didn't wash. Some are for 20 years, they didn't wash for 20 years, and then there's some bugs, there's some dirty, there's some smelling, but we help them to put it out, and then we get it together and make labels on each of the clothes, and then we send it to the laundry store, and then they wash it for free. And then I think that is they're pretty happy about it, because some clothes, the coat is not easy to wash, and then now the volunteer group, they provide this kind of free service, and that is very helpful. I think they're very happy.
Yeah, that's wonderfully helpful. What a great service project. Now, I can't help but be a little bit distracted by the fact that one of the people on your team, Shiqing, you've developed kind of a special relationship with her over the years, haven't you?
Yes.
Yeah, so she's your girlfriend now, to be clear.
Yes, correct.
So this service project worked out pretty well for you too, didn't it?
Yes, that is very inspiring, and I think that's kind of connection. I mean, when you're helping others, you found that someone who is also have the same willing and same things to do, you love to do. So I think, thank you, Devin.
You're very welcome. Now, Chongran, you, after your next year of school, so after your sophomore year, you came to the United States. Where did you attend school for to finish your undergraduate school?
Yeah, actually, my first and second year was finished in South China University of Technology, and then my third and fourth year, I went to Cleveland State University to study.
And now you're doing graduate school at the University of Minnesota?
Yes. Now I'm a graduate student in the University of Minnesota. I'm in the School of Public Health, and this is an awesome place.
Well, that's great. That'll be a great program for you. What's Shiqing studying?
She's studying the urban planning in the University of Iowa.
Oh, very good. So you don't see her very often then, at least not as much as you did back when you were at Cleveland together.
Yes. I think, yeah, but it is lucky. We're just a very close state, and 4-hour drive, that's not too long.
That's good. That's good. Well, I wonder, Chongran, you've become quite a role model to a lot of people, to friends back in China, to the people that you worked on in the service project, both the people you served and the people you served with. I wonder, who do you look up to? Who's a role model for you?
The role model I am, that is, the role model I am is the, the people who is, they do things, but they didn't want to show off. I mean, those kind of people, they are role model. Yes.
Yeah, that's
things. But you didn't talk too much, but you just do it. Just do it. Action.
Yeah. Action speaks louder than words, doesn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, Chongran, there are a lot of things that you could be doing in your life. Why have you come to the United States for study? What do you hope to learn here in the United States?
Yeah, I think one of the reasons I choose my track now is the public health. public health, that is a very important topic in China. As you noticed recently, there are many things. The explosion in Tianjin, and also you go back to 2003. There is a SARS, the epidemiology, some virus that is spread and caused a lot of people died. I think that, yeah, but you notice that the US, in the Ebola in 2014, even though there are a lot of people die in the world, but it does little damage to the United States. So I think that is very inspiring. I mean, I want to come and learn why the United States, how they do their conscious policy, and how they prepare, how the preparedness of the sudden emergency of the disease that can help prevent people from dying. Yeah, that's the reason I want to go.
Well, that's a wonderful, wonderful career. What a huge impact you can have by pursuing that to benefit all mankind, but certainly your country, which clearly has, if nothing else, a lot of people that we need to take care of, right? So great effort there. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Now, Chongran, you've had an opportunity the last few years to think about how you can do more good, and you've been working at doing it. I wonder if you would share what I call an impact hack, a tip, something that you've learned that enables you to do more good, to be more effective with your time, something maybe you do every day or at least consistently and regularly that we can do that will help us do more good. What do you think? Is there something that you want to share with us?
Yes. Actually, I do the project. I do the caring for all, the project and the association in China. And when I come to United States, I still looking and learning from the local experience. And I think I found that there are still many problems and challenges that the volunteer service group that they're facing. I think there are five problems. The first one, I think, is the lack of the independency. I mean, I have participated a lot of non-profit organizations. They have their own independent objective, and they clearly know what people to help. But however, in China, even though I participate in the Guangzhou Volunteer Union, but however, they kind of like a government-sponsored organization. So they might concern about the image or the ruling of or interest of the government. So I think the independence is a problem. The second is that I think we still need to win the public trust of the volunteer service group, because mostly people just think about, they just didn't do something that's very useful. They're just doing a show and they just attract people's eyes. And I think that's useless. Even though there are many students and many empty nesters, they need help, but they need real help and not just the newspaper reported. And I think the third one is important is they don't have much money. Even though as for my organization, we don't have much financial support. So I think that's a problem. Usually, that's all the same as other volunteer groups. About 50% of their funding are from government. Only about 11% are from the company. Only 2% is from individuals. So the public, we don't have much trust from the public. So I think that is a problem, that we don't have much funding and cannot be a long-lasting operation of helping the society. Also, the fourth is that I think we didn't have enough the professional. I think the three things is important is that the first is passion, perseverance, and professionalism. I think usually you're helping the empty nester, or we're helping some people in disability, or the orphan. We need some professional people who have well training in this kind of the job. But now in Guangzhou, most of the volunteer members are only consisted of the students and the public people who they have enthusiastic to help people, but only about 5% they have professional knowledge and they are well trained to help the people. So that is not doesn't meet the needs. I mean the people is doesn't well trained. Also, I think the fifth one, the last one is also very important. Is that the motivation of helping people that is different, and I think it's important. You're doing good for the social is from your heart, and is you want to change the world and you want to realize your self value, but not just have some motivation that is focused on utility and efficacy. I think yeah, because the people or students, they do the volunteer service, they from different personal experience, family backgrounds, educational level or social economic status, that may make them have different motivation. So yes, I think that we should really to help to promote the public realization that we should really do something good for the society from our heart inside. Yes.
Fantastic. Well, Zhongran, thank you very much for taking the time to be with us today. I know there'll be a few people who are watching that'll want to connect with you. Tell people how they can reach you.
Yes, I have a personal website that is on my Weibo page, and I will post it in the. You can find it in the later, and then you can also contact me with the email. It is listed in the link below, and also I think yeah, email form that will be available to you.
Fantastic. Zhongran, thank you very much for taking the time to be with us today. We appreciate all you're doing and wish you every success with your continued education.
Yes, thank you, Devin. Thank you.
All righty, let's do some good.